guys, welcome to our first video. Well, should I say my first video here on The Bare Truth. Today I have with me my daughter, Enrica. Enrica is my eldest. I have with me Ashley.
Hey.
And Ashley's dating my son. So today we're going to discuss the topic of marriage, and I have different age groups. Ashley's 19 and Enrica is 21, and we all know I'm still 16. So let's talk. Today we're talking about marriage, and is it a necessity to live with your partner before you actually get married? I know this is a topic that it's very controversial because as Christians, I believe that you shouldn't. But I know we have different opinions, and today we're gonna dare to venture into those areas that we run from. We don't want to discuss it, but we're gonna discuss it today. All right, girls. What do you think, Enrica? Do you think that it is necessary to live with the man?
I don't think it's necessary to live with the person that you want to marry before you're married. And I think so because a lot of people say, like, people that think that you should, it's always like, oh, you don't really know them before you live with them. Or like, it's other people say it too, though. Like, you have to know their living habits before you get married. Because what if you marry them and they dirty or something like that? But it's like, when you really think about it, it's like, before you live with somebody, you practically, I'm pretty sure you're on the phone with them every day. You're around them. You guys are both in each other's space every day anyway. So it doesn't take you taking out an entire lease with somebody and starting such a big life move with another to like know them. You already know them. You get what I'm saying? I feel like what it really is dating properly and dating the right way. So you won't have to make such big life decisions before you have to.
I
think you should. Mm-hmm. But then when you saying all this stuff, you're talking to them on the phone 24/7, and you're with them a lot. It's like, dang, you do know their habits and stuff.
Having a lease with somebody and like, you know, when paperwork get involved, it's basically marriage. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you might as well just be married first.
I think it's just for young ladies. I think it is just us lowering our standards and our morals and values. And I have to be honest, because on this channel we're being transparent. I was raised in the church, so I believe what the Bible says. I believe that we should not live together before we are married. However, for a period of my life when I was in a backslidden stage, I did live with my husband before I married my husband. I lived with my husband for a short period of time before I married him. And to be honest, it was not the best experience. Somehow I still got married because we felt we love each other so much. And I think partially because we felt like we had to prove it to people that we were gonna stay together no matter what they said or no matter what their opinions were. And yes, these days marriage is like, okay, everybody getting divorced. As soon as they get married, they get divorced. As soon as they get married, they get divorced. But there are some people who really believe that marriage is forever. And the ones who do believe that marriage is forever, I think that, you know, he's getting to know everything about you. He's already getting sex. He's already getting you doing everything that a wife is supposed to do. So why put a ring on your finger? We should maintain our values and make these men value us. You know, make them value you. They're not going to value you if you don't value yourself. And I mean, I'm older now and wiser now. So that's why I can share this. And I've tried it. And I do know that it's a wise thing to do. You know, before, Ashley, you thought that it was, you said, yeah, I want to live with him before I marry him.
Yes. So I could see the true colors and stuff.
Yeah, but you see his true colors. I feel like you don't have to move in with somebody to see their true colors. You're pretty much like, you're in their life. Y'all share, you know, different, you know, struggles that y'all go through. Y'all go through things together. And you don't have to be living with them to, you know, see how they act with certain people and how they, like, you know, their mannerisms and all that. Like you can really know a person deeply. I feel like in our generation when we're dating, it's like we want to be with each other so much that it's like we're with each other more than how we would be if we lived together. True. Because everybody always say like when you live with somebody, like all the little lovey-dovey stuff, it kind of die down because it's like they're always there. But it's like my point is like when you're not living with someone, it's like you guys are together more than you would be if you was living in the same house. If that makes sense. Because it's like every time you're not with them, you want to be with them. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like every time that you're with that person, it's like that's more than enough time to get to know somebody and really know their true colors. It's like I'm pretty sure if you dating a guy and he dirty, you gonna know he dirty. He can't hide that for long. He cannot hide that for long. If he dirty, you gonna know that he dirty. Especially when he get comfortable with you and you in his space and stuff like that, you gonna know that he dirty. And it's the same thing vice versa. If you get to know a girl and you know when you first meet her, she all clean and you know her house never a mess when you come over and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure when she get comfortable with you, nobody can keep up a facade for too long. So it's like you don't have to move in with her. It sounds like really crazy when you hear it. I get why people should move in with somebody first, but it's like when you really break it down, it's like I'm about to put out a whole lease with this person and I'm about to put all my stuff in their house, they putting all these stuff, like we joining together. You get what I'm saying? Moving out of our parents' house and all that. And then if she do end up being dirty, then what? You gonna move out? like you just took out a year lease.
But they think it's like easier to do that. Though.
But that's why it makes no sense.
Because they're not married.
It's easier for me to be around you and see that you dirty first, and then it's like, oh, I can never live with her. But you want to actually move in with me first to see. That don't make no sense.
Yeah. That don't make no sense. You're test driving me, but you're not gonna buy me.
And my thing is, we are in the generation of test driving though. Yeah. Even when it comes to sex before marriage and stuff like that. Oh, why would I marry her if I don't know? Because now I'm a car. Now I'm a car. Yeah, I gotta drive the car first. Before I lock it down. It's like you don't always have to go through something to know what's up. If that makes sense. Like you don't have to like.
It's all about commitment. Though.
Yeah, because even with and everything, the whole reason with the driving the car thing, that is just an excuse not to commit. I feel like a lot of men think that if you're giving a woman your time and if you're talking to her every day and if you have plans for the future, that means that you're committed. Committed is not talking about commitment. It's being committed.
It's actually doing.
And people always say like you don't have to be married for somebody to be committed to you. And I do believe that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I can be committed to a man and we not married yet. But it's like I'm planning my life around him and like I'm like
you're heading to something. Yeah, it's just like our parents say, court to be married.
Exactly. Everything I'm doing is like I'm fitting you into my life. I feel like that can be committed. But with men that don't do that, they not really like they're saying that one day they want to be with you or one day we want to get married. But it's like the way you moving right now, you're not fitting me into your future life.
Exactly.
So you're not really committed to me.
You're stringing me along.
We talking every day and we always talking, but all we doing is talking. We not committing.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what a lot of men don't understand. Men don't understand a lot of things. But that's one of them.
I'm not beating the men up because we don't have a man on here to defend themselves, but we're just saying that, you know, it's easier to slip out when you don't have that understanding. Marriage is a godly union. And it is something about when you are married, legally married to the individual. It's not that easy to just walk away from it. It's not that easy to say, okay, I'm done. And our men just decide, look, I can't take this no more, and this is the last. This is the last straw. This is it. However, I think most men, they want to live with you because they want all the benefits without the commitment. And they also they have one foot in, one foot out. Because most of the time, I'm telling you, as soon as something happens, he's out for like a couple weeks or like 2 months, or she's out for a couple weeks or a couple months. And then they come back together because, they made up and everything is fine and we're back together again. You can't really do that with a marriage, with a serious marriage. I believe they want the opportunity to walk when they want to walk. Made this union and this commitment in the presence of God. So it is important for us to abide by it.
But if at some point you feel like you know, when you want to leave, you just want to leave. If you even have that feeling, we should just break up right now. Term being tied down is annoying to me too, because it's like nobody's tying you down. Marriage doesn't make you free to do is to go cheat. That's the only thing marriage don't make you be free to do. So it's like when guys be like, oh, I don't want to be tied down right now. When we get married, I'm not gonna really tie you up in the house though. Like I'm not gonna tie you down and literally you can't do nothing. You can't hang out with your friends. You can't do nothing. Like no, literally that. I feel like marriage. All marriage does, it brings structure to your life, and you have to you can't act as a single man anymore. So instead of saying I don't want to be tied down, just say that you don't want to give one woman your all. That's what you need to say. But if you're with a woman and you feel like you want to be able to step out when you want to and it not be such a big deal, you shouldn't be with that woman. Exactly. Because if you're with the right woman, you're not even gonna. That's not even gonna cross your mind like, oh, like I want to be free to do what I want to do without, you know, having to go through divorce and stuff like that. When you with the woman that you want to be with, you not even think about divorce. So it's like. It's like you're not even thinking about the chance for you to go out and go do something, or like if you want to if she acting up, you want to be able to be like, oh, let's take a break. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to be able to tell her, let's take a break, like if that's that important to you, then that's not the right woman for you. Sometimes they meet the right woman and they just not the right man yet. Exactly. So it's like when you're at a point where you're ready to be in a healthy relationship, you're not gonna want to take a break from whoever you're with. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that's on your list of things like, oh, gotta be able to take a break. Like, gotta be able, when stuff will get rough, I gotta be able to run. Like, somebody that I compare how I want my relationship to be with my friendships now. And I have friendships where my two closest friends, I'm not gonna, if I know for a fact now that if we can argue, we've had plenty of arguments, we can argue, we can literally feel like, you know what I'm saying, this friendship about to be over with. But we know that it's like, this is forever. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're not trying to, like, oh, let's take a break. I need a break from you. Or that's not what we're not on that. So it's like, in a relationship, you should want the same thing out of a relationship. Nobody should, like, breaking up or divorce and all that stuff, that shouldn't even be an option. Yeah. And I feel like that's really, when it's not an option, that's when you know, like, this, no matter what happened, this is who I want to be with forever. Like, nothing can happen that can make me just give up on us. And a lot of men are not in that place, and it only gets complicated when you get in that when you get with a woman that's on that page and you're not. True. And the thing is, what they need to learn to do, if you see a woman that is, you know, on that path, and you know she got everything you want, but she want you to be committed, and she want marriage, and she want this, she has everything that you want in a woman. Yeah. But she wants you to be committed. Just leave her alone. If you're not ready for that, so even though she have everything that you want, and even though she looked like the perfect girl to you, if you're not ready for that, then you just need to go ahead. They'll string that woman along, and then it's like by the time it's over, she just wasted hella time. And there could have been a man that was willing to give her everything that you could not right now.
And that's that most guys are in denial about. I mean, come on, if you are not willing to man up and do what you need to do, why is it fair for her to sit with you for years while you don't have a made up mind when there's somebody there who can give her what she deserves?
There's women like this too.
Yeah, there are women who don't want to commit.
But there's like, it's two different people. Like, it's like there's people that can sit in confusion for years. Like, there's people that can sit in uncertainty for years. Like, do that. And just be like, you know what I'm saying? This just,
they're complacent.
Yeah, like this is just, they can just be comfortable. People can be comfortable in situationships. Like, people can just be comfortable with the way that it's going. But then there's other people that it's like at a certain point, they're gonna be like, all right, so what we doing here? Because I'm wasting time.
And look, if a woman has certain values, certain standards, and if she believes, okay, it's fine, we're dating, you know, we're courting, but I'm looking forward to being married. That's the goal here, is to get married. I believe that if you don't think that that's your goal, or if you have a difference, you know, in opinion, your standards are different, I think you should be man enough to let her know that.
To lose something good though.
Exactly.
That's what they
exactly because it's selfish. Because you know how good this woman is, and because you're not ready to be the good man that the woman deserves, you just want her to sit back and just put up with you and just, just we all grow along the way. We evolve, we change. Some people for better. Some people just are stagnant. They who they are, and they just don't want to change. I understand. Each situation is different. The man who you see is making an effort to change and who is growing, he might not have everything together because we are human. We all have flaws. That's a dude you can work with, for a certain period of time.
Like, yeah, because I have male friends too, and I'm like hearing their perspective in my ear, and it's like a lot of guys will say like, why can't the girl ever wait for us to get our stuff together? Like, why they can't wait for
a certain
what I'm saying? Like, maybe I'm not ready.
We can wait a little.
Or whatever, but this is what I'm saying. They can't.
A little.
This is my thing with guys.
When you gonna get it together, boo?
But this is my thing with guys, though. Like, you can't expect me to for one, waste my youth on your growth.
We got timelines on
you can't, yeah, like, you can't, you can't expect me to waste my youth on your growth. That's one. And two, nobody's ever done growing. No human is completely done growing. You're not done growing. I'm not done growing. She's not done growing. Like, nobody's done. Like, I don't think anyone's ever completely grown. You learn new things about yourself every day. So you keep growing. So it's not to say like, oh, you got to be 100% perfect.
Yeah. When
I meet you, the things that I need are like essentials. Like things like, even though you're not perfect, certain things about you not gonna change. You get what I'm saying? Like, even though I might have some ways about me that need to be changed, like some toxic ways about me.
Yeah.
There's certain essentials that I have that aren't going to change. Like, I want to be married. Even if you're not like where you want to be with God, you're trying to be somewhere.
They have to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have a relationship with God, and you have to have a vision for where you want to be with God. Mm-hmm. You have to be like spiritually aware. Like, those things I cannot change in what I want in a man.
That's no.
So you're not gonna grow to be to have a relationship. Like, I don't know. I feel like you're not.
Either you want a relationship with God.
Yeah, I don't think I could build a
without
family.
God in it.
Yeah, I can't build a family with somebody that doesn't have that same foundation. So it's just things like that. Like, even though you don't have to be perfect. You just have to have the essentials that I want you to have.
We have different things that we like, things that we don't like. All these things should be things that are on the table. It should be on the table because there's no room for confusion.
But that's the point. Like, nobody talks about. Like, I feel like in our generation, nobody talks about.
No, you go out and have a drink, and then by the time you look, somebody's in the bedroom.
Nobody talks about. What?
I'm just saying.
Nobody. I feel like nobody talks about the important stuff until it's too late. Like, it's like when you first meet a guy, it's like it's strictly off like charm and looks. Like, it's like, or if he funny, like, you know what I'm saying. For me, like, if you making everybody laugh, like, I'm on you. You know what I'm saying. Like, I like guys that's funny. So it's like. You can reel somebody in with personality and stuff like that, and just like how you look, your appearance. So it start off like that. I feel like it really start off like all cute and like you know what I'm saying. But it's like it's fine for it to start off like that. But at some point you have to ask like the questions for like if it's gonna stick, because it's like a lot of us try to make relationships work off of the beginning, if that makes sense. Like you're trying to create you're trying to create a long-term relationship off a guy that made you laugh in the lunchroom. Yeah, that's it. Like, that's all he did though. Like, all he did was bust a couple jokes. All he did was bust a couple jokes. But when you really sit there and think about it, what else did he do for you to have a long-term relationship with him?
Not a thing.
So it's like a lot of us, we get hooked onto that, and if you're not careful, you can stay in that that little phase in the beginning. Like, that could be the whole, and that usually those don't even last. They probably end in like a baby.
True. Like that. And sometimes it's infatuation, and people don't know that infatuation can last a long time too.
And sometimes you can confuse infatuation with love.
With real love.
Like, you really can, because it's like after a while, it's like, okay, you're infatuated with this person, but you do develop like strong feelings, but you have to sit back and figure out what your feelings are for though. Like, why do I care about this person? Like, you really have to step back, and it's just like, okay, for me, or what do they add to me? Why I have feelings for them? Yeah. Like, cause we'll have feelings, but it's like the feelings don't be connected to nothing. The feelings will be connected to something like real vague. So you just have to be careful of like what exactly you're getting attached to. Because if you're not careful, like, you can be attached to something so mediocre for years, not gaining anything from this person. This person is only taken from you,
Exactly.
So it's like,
what it does, it drains you. You feel drained. It's almost like you're so busy dealing with them and everything that they come with, that after a while you don't even remember who you are. You see what I'm saying? And to be honest, there are red flags before you decide to marry the person. And this mostly happens to us women. We're so in love and romantic and that we bypass all the red flags and we dive straight into it. We dive straight into it, and then years down the line we realize, look, we're not even compatible.
Yeah, I've definitely had.
We are not even compatible.
Yes.
Like, I don't even know what it is. And most of the time too, you lose yourself. You lose yourself in that relationship. Give some of these young people time to know who they are. Give some of them time to know who they are and what they really want in a partner, instead of us pushing them down the aisle before the time, and then everything ends in divorce. I believe in marriage, and I believe that marriage is holy, and it's the right way to go. Sometimes it depends on your motives and your reasons for wanting to get married. And I do believe that, like as we said, you know a lot about the person before you live with them. I mean, if you're dating me,
my thing is,
seen each other for like 3-4 years, 5, 6
enough. That's
10 years.
I'm not saying you know everything about the person.
Still don't know, no,
but you know enough.
No, you don't know everything, because to be honest, you're still finding out things about each other when you're married.
I'm saying you know enough, though.
Yeah,
you don't have to move in with it.
But while we're dating and while we're together, most of the time, you've seen some qualities that would tell you if I would make a good wife or not. So if you see the quality that is telling you I wouldn't make a good wife for you, bye.
The fact that you come to me and want to move in with me, that has to show that
there's some wifely qualities there. Because why you want to live with me, boo? Why? I could cook good. I could wash your clothes. I could clean. I'm intelligent. I'm educated. I'm this. I'm that. I'm all the things that you want, except the diamond on my finger that you don't want to put there. Bye.
Not bye.
No, bye. 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 Because Boaz is somewhere there waiting. Actually, you haven't said much. She laughing.
The episode was very interesting, and it taught me a lot. And it made me change my perspective, kind of, on certain situations.
I feel like it's harder to leave when you move in with them and y'all have a lease together and stuff, and you realize that you don't want to be with them. You know what I'm saying? Like if you took out a whole lease together, the marriage is not, and now they're dirty. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, now what do you do? I feel like if you already know that no matter what this person does when y'all live together, you're still gonna want to be with them. There's no point to go through the whole living together stage. Like, it just goes straight to marriage then. Because if you know, when you get to a point where you know that there's nothing this person can do that would make me want to leave with them, that's what marriage is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Other than infidelity. Like, if you know that it's nothing a person can do that would make you give up on them, that's marriage. So we don't need to move in for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, put it on my finger. This is the right finger. Put it on my finger. Put it on my finger. We could just start it from
guys. This was a great first episode. Our next videos will be coming soon, so like and subscribe to #, the bare truth. You guys can give us suggestions for different topics that you want us to talk about. You want to hear our perspective. At some point, we'll have a male on here, right, to give us his views on certain topics. So I look forward to seeing you again on the bare truth.